Well,
hello.
Hello. Can I just say, congratulations on the film, and we're going to be digging into it in depth, I can assure you. But can I also just say, congratulations on the press tour.
Oh, thank you, thank you. We're now doing a press tour about the press tour.
Right.
Have you ever seen that?
I will say, the holding space video from, was it?
With Tracy, and I don't even remember where we were. We were in LA.
This week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that.
But Variety doing a YouTube piece on it with you guys.
I remember in the moment asking myself, am I okay?
Like, pop culture just went like this.
Well, I think it was important that we addressed it, that we had the chance to really unpack what all transpired, because it was a big moment in all of our lives. We knew it, I knew it in the moment, I have to say.
It's before then and after then in all of our lives.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I do have personal highlights though. I loved how on Hot Ones, that was the one interview where somehow you came up with 2 instant memes.
Wait, what? Which ones?
I really loved I Have Empathy for Wing 8.
Oh, well, I did. Well, it's all
just
about
tasty.
understanding where someone has come from.
Exactly.
And why
I
they,
agree.
how they get where they are, and who, you know, like.
Yeah. With the,
I have empathy for Wing 8. I can't imagine what it takes to become that. You know, that comes from a dark place. It has to.
And as somebody who cannot take a compliment, I have been using that's a lie and that's nice.
Oh, is that something that I say? That's
think.
so nice. That's a nice, and that's a lie, and it's nice. Thank you. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry, I suck. That's so crazy.
You do
I
not
get it.
suck at all.
That's so nice.
I do not understand why you were asked so much about the moon landings. I do not.
Do you think the moon landing was fake?
No.
We're picking up some deception here.
That's hilarious.
I'm so grateful that we got to see your Molly Weasley impression.
Oh, that's right. That happened. The best part of any of the film. Not my daughter, you bitch.
Gorgeous.
I love her so much.
Just. And Drew Barrymore giving you Billy Burke's wand.
Yeah.
Bring out the original Glinda wand, please.
What a thoughtful, incredible thing. I don't know how she pulled that off.
Thank you, Angel.
So pure.
It's owned by a private buyer or something, and I was like, how did you do this? Did you break in? Did you break in?
I reckon Drew probably would have, because she's that good.
Yeah, but out of the goodness of her heart.
Yes.
She was like, I have to, yeah, no. It was really kind of her.
This is the right thing to do.
She's amazing.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
But we need to dig into the character in detail, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
For Becoming Glinda.
Actually, it's Glinda.
So, let me just say, you're Glinda.
Simply Glinda.
Cast your mind back. How the heck did that happen?
Right, so I actually was on the Sweetener tour when I heard little tiny murmurings about it might be happening soon. Because, you know, it had been a conversation for a long time. I think probably Mark Platt wanted to option it to be a movie first before Steven Schwartz said it should be a musical, to which he said absolutely. So I knew it was going to happen at some point, but I knew how important it was to me to even just be seen for it. And so I let my team know. I said, you know, listen, if this is real, if this is happening now, we're gonna have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to pay everyone working on this, whatever they're owed for all the shows, but the shows might have to go away and happen another time. I have to train, I have to, you know, I wanted it more than anything. And thankfully, I didn't have to do that and disappoint my fans, thank goodness, but I'm just kidding, I would have made it up to them. But after the pandemic, it was 2021, I was filming The Voice, and the conversation became real about auditions, and I started training with my vocal coach every day, Eric Vitro, to kind of start transforming my vocal cords, because I have a naturally high range, but it's very different than singing coloratura, soprano, classical, operatic, you know, that warmth, that fullness. It's a different thing than doing a whistle tone. It's a different thing than just belting, you know. It's very different than what I was used to doing every day at that time. So I wanted to start early to transform my vocal cords so that it would sound legitimate by the time I got in the room with them. So that began 2.5 to 3 months before my first audition. But I started working with my acting coach, Nancy Banks, about a year before anything was real. But when it became real and we finally got that call, we began to work on the specific Glinda sides, and the audition process was long. I went in 3 times. My final screen test was 3.5 hours with 2 different Elphabas, and neither of them were Cynthia Erivo. We never screen tested together. And they were both beautiful, but neither of them were Cynthia. I hadn't met her, I hadn't known her, I didn't know. And then when we were cast, it worked.
I am astonished because you two are lightning in a bottle. The idea that you weren't screen tested is, I mean, I remember not really believing it when you said that you had to sing both Elphaba songs and Glinda's.
Oh yes, my first audition, yeah, they wanted me to sing both parts, but it was very clear what was happening. I mean, I came in all pink, and I came in with a pink mug and a pink thermos and a pink bag and a pink thing, and it was very clear. But I think everyone knew how important it was to get this right, and I think that's why I was so excited to do the work, because I knew that something like this had to be earned, and I just wanted the chance to earn it. And then every day from there, being able to do that work was just such a gift and privilege, and the best gift of my life, truly.
We want you to be our Glinda the Good.
Oh my God, thank you.
Your response to getting the gig with the words, "I love her so much, I'm gonna take such good care of her."
I love her so much, I'm gonna take such good care of her, thank you so much.
I mean, that really fills the soul. So thank you for that. And that sense that you've really put the effort in, that you've really done the work, it just beams off the screen. And I've got to tell you,
Thank you.
The moments of improvised joy that are in this movie are, I believe, as a result of you really working hard on all of the rest of everything to give yourself some space, stop me if I'm wrong, to come up with these moments.
Thank you.
I've actually, I think, written down every single improvised moment that I think you've done.
Oh my goodness, let's see.
And you need to tell me what I've missed out.
Okay. I don't know if I know all of them off the top of my head, but let's see.
Let's see. This is one of my favorites, and I need to get the intonation right. Ball gown.
Ball gown.
No, that's classic Glinda from the original show.
But it's the intonation.
Ball gown.
Is that not you?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Gown.
But that's iconic Glinda. I think that one I can't take credit for.
But I swear, anyway.
Ball gown.
Toss, toss.
We toss our hair. Ready? Toss, toss.
Then, in the deleted scenes, leg.
Leg, yes.
You can do toss, toss, leg.
God damn, I love that.
That was fun. Thank you.
Toss, toss, leg. Toss, toss, leg.
Toss, toss, leg.
Thank you.
It's addictive.
Toss, toss, leg.
A man?
Yes, that was just a genuine reaction to Jeff Goldblum coming out.
A man.
Elphaba Throp? I didn't know it was you. You made it.
I was excited to see the person.
A man? The other one is, give me my leg.
Yeah, give me my leg.
Give me my leg.
That was actually Cynthia's idea to get that.
Give me my leg.
Because I said it when they were covering her close-up, and it just happened in the background, and she was like, "Jon, we have to swing a lens. No, that has to be in this film. Thank you. Hurry up." It was so funny.
And she's so professional and so good that
Yeah.
if you can get her to break, that must feel amazing.
Oh, it is the most extraordinarily validating thing ever, is making her laugh and making her slightly break. It's really funny.
A dream. I'd love to do it one day. The soundproof bubble. What?
Yes.
Is it true you were her friend?
True.
That's you.
True.
Sorry, one sec. What?
Wiping Elphaba's tear during the dance?
Yeah. That's just something that happened, yeah.
And the dance in of itself, you not fully learning it.
Yeah, we had rehearsed it a couple of times, but there was a long break in between, and I respectfully kind of didn't want to go to as many of the choreography sessions for that because it felt like the most honest version of it would be the most awkward one, or the one where I had to really listen to her and just follow along as if I really didn't know it, and I really didn't know it. I still didn't know it. I knew pieces of it, but, you know, I think it allowed for that moment to feel as real as possible, just because I wanted her to feel like an absolute fish out of water. You know, that moment for Glinda is really pivotal because I think at the beginning of this story, her biggest fear is probably exactly what's happening to Elphaba, having people not adore her or just look at her or circle around her and not be laughing and smiling and cheering, but be laughing and judging. And I think that probably was her biggest fear going into this, is being not liked.
It's good to see me, isn't it?
Which, you know, is a totally different bag of trauma that she can probably unpack in the years to follow. But it changes in that moment to hurting someone. Deep down, I really know that she didn't want to give the hat. I think that is a really tough moment for her, and that change is so important. So it's not pity. There's a huge difference between pity and empathy. And it's like, how can I take this on for the sake of making her feel like she doesn't have to bear this pain alone? How can I transform this? It's not, how can I make it up to you? It's, how can I become it with you? And make sure that you're not alone in this feeling.
And it's those details that make it. I've got to say, the other amazing moment, which I believe is all you, is what you say as you're rushing towards the train. I think I'm going to get the words wrong. Do you remember them off the top of your head?
This is your moment, this is your moment, I'm coming. Yes, yeah.
Just come with me. I couldn't possibly. This is your moment. I'm coming.
We had a bunch of takes of that, and it was a long run.
Yeah.
It was a long run, and it was in the freezing cold, and the train was on a long station that just kept going. It felt like it kept going and kept going and going. And it ended, by the way. And after that was a huge drop. So if I didn't make it onto the train, but I made it, thank God, thank goodness. But there was plenty of time for improv, is the point. It was a long time to just say whatever came out. So Jon was just like, have fun, girls.
Well, I just want to say apologies for the British weather, because let's not forget that Munchkinland, all those tulips, that's the UK.
My favorite. I miss it here so much. I loved it here so much. I loved living here. I was in Hampstead when I was here, and I loved my walks in the Heath. I loved meandering around and visiting different shops and places and pubs, and I didn't know what a Sunday roast was, but I know that that's a thing now. I didn't know what that was. And now I do, and I'm changed for the better. It's so delightful and fun. And there are so many dogs and Vishlas in the Heath. There were so many Vishlas in the Hampstead Heath. I loved seeing them.
I'm too curious. I have to ask you this. Are there particular British turns of phrase that you enjoy after being here for so long? Because you did these two movies back to back, of course.
Yes, just being around the dialect and everyone's little isms. They are my favorite thing in the entire world. Like my dresser, Jess, who would get me in my bubble dress and my corset every day and snap all those layers of the pink dress on me.
Yeah.
She would call me chickadee. And the way she said, yeah, she would always say, yeah, to me. And I found myself going home and going, yeah, when I was like, and everyone's like, you're doing that, right? That's not real. And I was like, no, I need to not be doing that. You're totally right. And I suck, and that's crazy. I won't go, yeah, okay, anymore. But no, Jess said that a lot, and she would always say it was the cutest thing, but I started doing it back to her, and then it was a whole thing from there.
I love that. I just want to rewind a little bit back to choreography, because a lot has been discussed in terms of your favourite song, your favourite lyrics, and I don't want to repeat too many things, but the choreography for me has become its own fascination. Like, there was a point on my Instagram where it was just dance moves from Wicked.
Yeah.
Like, particularly
It's so cool to see.
with, you know, the book dancing.
Yes, the Dear Glinda.
Incredible. And then Jonathan Bailey sliding on the book.
Incredible. I mean, he's such a genius. He is so brilliant. He did that every single take flawlessly. And I know that it's cut between close-ups and wides, but like, it didn't have to be. Like, it wasn't for the sake of like doctoring together the perfect book slide performance. It was that way every time he did it, and he's just a magnificent performer. He's amazing.
Can you think of examples of when this movie, which has now been out for a good few months now and has been a massive hit, has sort of gotten huge online in a way that you maybe didn't expect? Because seeing the Librarians of Congress doing that dance.
The choreography, yes. You don't ever anticipate something like this in your entire life. It's hard to imagine. You know, you hope it goes well, of course, but you don't even let your mind go to this place. And it's just been really beautiful. The most emotional thing has been the little girls flying and having their dads pick them up and having a little broom or a wand, or just seeing them kind of discover their own magic or believe that it's there is the cutest, best thing ever. And also watching theater kids come out of the woodworks to be like, hi, I'm here and I'm so proud to be here, embracing their nerdiness, and it's the best community to be a part of, and it's so beautiful. And the choreography videos are incredible. I mean, it's very crazy.
Yeah, you're very...
It's crazy, it's insane.
and addictive. I was like, I can't stop.
I spent a lot of the holidays teaching my family members the choreography because they were like, I need to get this right. They were like, it was really intense. My mom and brother and my dad watched and was giggling, but you know, it was a really intense experience because they want to do it, they want to do it right, and it was just really funny.
Did anybody attempt these things are sent to try us?
Oh yeah, of course. My mom, my brother, everyone. Like I said, very theatrical family, household.
What's that?
What?
I'm so sorry, man.
Sure,
Okay,
yes.
no, it's okay.
I read somewhere that you kept a pair of Cynthia's ears.
I did.
Because my ears are covered in piercings, right? Instead of taking out all the piercings, we put prosthetic over it so that it covers up my ear.
I've got to ask, where do you keep them? Like, are they on a wall?
Yeah, no. So right now they're just like next to the printer, like with pens and printer, and then like Cynthia's ears. But sometimes if like I'm having guests over, like if I put out like a tray of like whatever, I'll just kind of leave them nearby to see if anyone gets a little confused. I'm just kidding. I've never done that, but I will. No, yeah, they're next to the printer for now.
Wonderful.
I think that's the best version of it.
Because you obviously have...
Framing them is weird. Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
I agree,
I'm still
I
thinking
agree.
about it. I'm spiraling about it.
No, I think there should be, I think hide them in the downstairs loo and just like have them there with no context. Don't explain them, just that's where they live.
I love it.
But Cynthia is just on another level.
She's so magnificent.
I think you two together.
Why, Miss Elphaba?
And look, I could pour compliments on you and on her,
Look at you.
but together it is such a gorgeous miracle.
You're beautiful.
And that little wink she does at you right at the very end.
Yeah.
What was your reaction to that when that first happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very emotional moment. And I think it's very hard to say goodbye to someone that you love. And I think in that moment where both breaking, and I think the wink was so generous and warm, because I think she knows how hard it is for Glinda to open up and cry and to become emotional like that. That's why I'm trying so hard not to, and I'm crying through, I'm smiling through, and I'm trying not, I'm holding back, and she's just like, I know that you don't open up quite like that, and it was just a generous thing, like, I've got you, it's okay. And I think that's what is so beautiful about Defying Gravity, is that it's a true example of unconditional love. It is saying to someone, I recognize that we can no longer grow together. We have to grow apart. And I want that for you because I know it's right and best for you, but it just isn't right and best for me. We've got this. And the wink is such a loud way of saying that. And the cape is such a loud way of saying that. It's like she doesn't know how to articulate that moment of care, but it's like, at least you're gonna be warm. And it's just such a special thing.
Surround you.
The wink is one of my favorite moments as well.
You don't often get a wink that makes an audience cry, but you know.
Cynthia does that though. She winks often.
Oh.
It's like that is a thing that she does.
I thought you were about to say, she makes people cry often.
No. Oh my God, no.
That's a
in
thing.
a good way, in an emotional way.
A great way. No, I don't.
In a good way.
You put out this incredible carousel on your Instagram.
I did?
Of moments from the shoot. And I was wondering, if I handed you my phone, might you be able to sort of skim through them? If anything jumps out at you, you know, it begins with a rainbow.
Sure. Okay, this is my favorite. I'm giggling on just rehearsal days. I mean, I remember every single day so vividly, which is such a gift. I love it so much.
I like that you spent days in bed and went, yeah, that's work.
But I remember us having a conversation here when we were just waiting to do What Is This Feeling?
Love the glasses, but even then I think you must have known, look, this is what people are imitating.
Oh, yes, that!
And you can call me Glinda.
That is your name.
Let's not quarrel.
And this is another sort of tricky question, but what were the unique challenges to the character that you didn't maybe see coming, despite all your research, despite all your love, despite, I mean, I've seen footage of you when you were much younger singing wicked songs.
If we let them and we help them in return.
You've been on Jimmy Fallon talking about playing Dorothy back in the day, but what were the things that sort of surprised you? And were there days on set where you went, actually, I'm really struggling with this. This is a tricky one.
This, of course, was my first film in this way. I've done a tiny cameo here and there, but I've never in my life had a leading role in a movie. So, you know, this was quite the Band-Aid rip.
Yeah.
And my mission was to get to know Glinda so well that I could make honest choices and not over-rehearse them, and just kind of allowing and trusting and releasing any sort of prior expectations is the most useful thing I felt like I had to learn to do. I think that freedom and that honesty also allowed for me to find my version of it. You know, we had this incredible task, this tall order of finding the balance between honoring the source material and making it our own. And I think that freedom was the most helpful thing. Yeah, releasing the pressure and kind of.
Well, yeah, when you put all the effort in. Can I just say thank you for this movie, and
thank you.
Also how excited we all are about the sequel coming out.
Oh, gosh.
Which you can't say much more about, and obviously that's sort of throwing forward and we should be concentrating on the now. But for both.
It's very tempting.
It is so tempting. You must be getting people all the time going, what can you tell me? Don't tell me anything, but what can you tell me?
Right.
I want to know everything, don't tell me anything.
My best friend Courtney was adamant about me not telling her anything. Like, even during the filming process, she was like, what is this picture? What does it mean? Don't tell me anything. I don't know what this is about. Don't explain this. Don't send me anything. And then she sees the first movie and she texts me and she goes, Ariana. And I go, what? And she says, I just watched a TikTok that walked me through everything that happens in Act 2. And I was like, well, Courtney, why did you do that? You have the power. You can just scroll right past it. And what is this? Is like your fault and choice. And she was like, I couldn't resist. I got sucked in. I couldn't do it. I was like, you could have just called me. And I would have told you if you really begged. But no, sorry. Yeah, the temptation is there.
It really, really is. And my final thought is, and again, it's a big fat compliment.
Thank you.
You are so funny.
Which of you would volunteer to share a room?
You made me laugh so often.
Fierro and I are getting married.
He asked you already?
Oh, he doesn't know yet.
And it's not an easy thing, but you make it look so easy.
Are you looking for something? Or someone?
Thank you.
Well, God damn it, you're funny. And next time I get asked for a photograph, I will be.
Toss. Thank you. Toss leg.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And it's the people that watch the deleted scenes that are the true fans.
Thank you. This was so lovely. And thank you for like 300 coffees. That was so crazy thoughtful of you guys. Thank you
My pleasure.
so much.
If there are no further questions, I'm